everybody, Cecilia here. So we did quite a few of our favorite things last night, but we didn't get to the core, and I actually really like doing our core on the floor sometimes, so I wanted to just take a moment and upload that. So I'm going to start us off with just a couple sun salutations. You do have the option to do this standing, so if you want to, grab your chair and you can bring it close to the wall, and then you can do the sun salutations standing, and then even some of the core moves. If you don't want to come all the way down to the floor, you can utilize your wall instead. So yeah, just a mat, a chair, and clear space on the wall. I'm going to start our sun salutation a little different today. I'm going to start at the back of the mat, and then instead of walking our feet back, we'll walk forward into our plank or our tabletop here. Okay, so we're going to start here at the back. You can have a little bit of a gap here in your feet, or if you like to, like I do, I like to have my big toes to touch. Inhale your arms up. We're going to exhale through cactus. Inhale up. And exhale forward fold. You can have a bit of a bend here in your knees if you would like. Inhale to flat back, whichever that looks like for you. Exhale down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale them through to heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale up. Exhale to cactus. Inhale them up. And exhale forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale down. Inhale your arms up. And exhale heart center. One more. Inhale up. Exhale cactus. Inhale up. Exhale forward fold. Inhale to flat back. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale to heart center. This time we're going to go all the way down. Inhale up. Exhale cactus. Inhale up. And exhale forward fold. Inhale to flat back. And exhale down. So a couple options here. You can bend and walk out, or you can keep everything straight. Walk out to plank. Lower the knees down, and then come into child's pose. All right, so a couple of stretches here for our wrists, since we're going to be on them a little bit. So you can rotate your wrists one way and then rotate them the other way. And then the other thing is just sort of like wring them out or shake them here. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to come into tabletop. Couple options for tabletop. We're going to do a bird dog series, which is, opposite arm and leg. If that's a bit much for you today, you can just do legs. You also have the option to come to the wall here and do legs. So whatever feels best for you today. And I'm going to turn my mat a bit so I can be diagonal, so you guys can see me a little better diagonally this way. Okay, so whichever way you're doing it, I'm going to do my leg closest to the camera here. So first thing, we're going to extend that leg back, opposite arm forward. And we're just going to lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower for 4, 3, 2, hold this last one, and pulses up, small pulses, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to bring our knee and elbow together and out, together and out, together and out, together and out. Bring that arm down. Leg is still extended. Point that foot and small circles. Circle the other way. And we're going to bend and pulse up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that down. You can sit back in child's pose for a moment. You can sit up and turn your wrists here. Do some circles. Circle the other way. Bring those out. And then let's get into position here for the other side. So I'm going to do my leg furthest away from the camera this time and arm closest to the camera. And we're going to lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower for 4, 3, 2, hold the lift and pulses up and down. And then knee in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that arm down, point that foot, circles. Circle the other way. Bend that leg and pulse up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back into child's pose if you'd like. Roll out our wrists here. Roll the other way. And shake that out. So a stretch that we can do. So you know how we place our fingertips out for our tabletop? We're going to turn them the other way so that our fingertips face us. And then you should feel that stretch along this part of your wrist here. Make sure you push out of your shoulders, don't like hunch down. And rotate that, shake that out. So the other one, I'm going to face the camera a bit. We're going to place this side of our palms down. So you're like this. And stretch here. So my left wrist is a little hard for me because I had surgery on that wrist. So it doesn't bend as much, but the stretch feels good. I've actually had to do these stretches in physical therapy after my surgery. It hurts so good is what I said. Ah. Breathe. But it shouldn't be pain that's causing like super discomfort, so back off of it if it is. And let's roll that out. So the next thing that I wanted to go into, one of my favorites, is clamshells. So a couple options for the clamshells. You can grab your little mini loop band if you'd like. You could also grab your small pillow or your bender ball. And for the loop band, you would place it mid-thigh. If you have like a pillow or a bender ball, you can, a couple options with this one. You can place it here at your feet. If you want to, instead of opening and closing like a clamshell, you could always bring the ball here and touch like this instead. Works a little different, but it is an option. So I'm going to demo without any aids today. So when you come down, what I like to do is come to the back of my mat here and then bring my legs cattywampus or catacorner and then bend. I find that helps my positioning with my hips better. And I alternate between being up here and sort of laying down all the way. So whichever one feels best for you is what you should do. And then this front hand I like to place just here in front for extra stability if I feel like I need it. So play around just a little bit, find your position, see what you would like to do today. Okay, so for the first one, we're just going to lift and lower, lift and lower. So I like to try to zip my feet together for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here and pulses, kind of like when we do our knees back when we're in our first position. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Let's go ahead and we're going to stretch our legs out into side plank here. So again, if you have the bender ball, one other thing that I like to do is if you have a pillow, place it under that front hand that you're using for stability. It just gives you a little extra sort of oomph here. So for plank, you have the option either to come up here, or if you'd like to, tuck that lower leg so you're here. And that'll give you some more stability as well. So I will demo that today. So the first thing that we're gonna do is just lower the hip and lift. Lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you have the ball or a pillow, just, or even without it, press your hand into the ground. Pulses with this hand. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's do the other side. We're starting over with our clamshells. So stick your ball where it won't roll away. Pilates balls, bender balls, they like to roll. All right. Find your comfortable position here. And let's lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. For 4, 3, 2, hold the lift and pulses up and up, 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 and up for 8, 2, and 1. All right. Straighten those legs out. Then you can bend your lower leg and press up into your side plank here. We're going to lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift for 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can hold down here, or if you want to challenge, hold plank and press, 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 and press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Next, we're going to do our Russian twists. If you have your pillow or your bender ball, feel free to use that. You could also grab your chair and sit at the edge of your chair and lean back here. I guess we'll call them oblique twists today. If you have a pillow or a bender ball, what you can do to help you with your twists, place it low back and then lean back. Then when you're twisting, you've got support at your back and you can focus more on the movement. So that's an option if you have like a little pillow or like a Pilates ball or something like that. So if you're seated in your chair, sit at the edge of your chair, hinge back. If you're on the floor, grab underneath your thighs and hinge back. If you need a little extra, feel free to grab a weight, hold it here. I'm just going to hold my hands here at the center. I'm going to twist towards the camera, then center, and then away from the camera, then center. So twist and center, twist and center, twist and twist, twist and twist, twist and twist. Let's do 4 more here. And you can put all of your weight on this bender ball or your Pilates ball. They're not going to pop. I promise. 2 more. Last one here. Pulses towards the camera. Woo. Other side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift your arms up and hold. I know you're shaking. I'm shaking too. Woo. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Reset that. Take a moment. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, you can still do this if you're seated in your chair. You're going to hinge back. I'm going to start with my leg closest to the camera. And just lift and lower. Other side. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Come up. Last one. And you can do this in your chair as well. You're going to sit up, hinge back. Sit up, hinge back. Sit up, hinge back. Sit up, hinge back. For 8, and hinge. 7, 6, you can let go if you'd like. 5, 4, 3, doing awesome. 2, one. Small pulses, up and down. I know it burns, you're doing awesome. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. If you'd like, you can come to your wall and do an arch like we did last night, or if you're on the floor with me, just straighten out, lower yourself down, press up into baby cobra here, or you can go all the way up, whichever feels best for you. And release that. Press up one more time. If you're at your wall, you can take a flat back, or if you're down on the ground here, come into child's pose. Feel free to hold your child's pose or flat back as long as you need to. And I will see you guys next week. Have a good weekend.